Hey everyone. Have you ever seen a famous podcaster or a politician make a bold statement or a claim, uh, maybe about a miracle health cure or a controversy theory, any secret related to history, anything of that sort, and thought कि इतने बड़े आदमी ने कहा है तो सही ही होगा. If such a person who is at an authoritative person is claiming it or is even saying it, then it must be true. In our Indian society, we have deep respect for authority, whether it is our elders, our gurus, the maybe latest viral influencers. We often swallow their words like a prasad without even knowing the ingredients. As a mental health coach, I want to talk about why this authority bias, just because they are at an authoritative position, this bias of ours can be a massive limiting factor for our mindsets. Why is this relevant today? Why is it that I picked up this topic today? I was recently reading a report which was by the Reuters Institute of Digital News. And that report showed that trust in traditional news is at an all time low of just 37%, while reliance on the influencers' shared information has skyrocketed. Also, there was just this week, there was report of a high level Meta delegation meeting our IT ministry to address the flood of deep fakes and AI generated misinformation targeting public figures. Now, the bigger problem here is not just the fake videos or the photographs that are being circulated. The impact is much deeper. It is about real people who are speaking even without any real evidence. Another report by Cyberpeace, which was again in 2026, noted that political and celebrity misinformation peaks around the time of elections. And over 65% of social media users admitted that they do not verify statements if they are coming from any person or a leader that they follow or that they believe in. Now, as an NLP coach, I look at this through the lens of the halo effect. When we say halo, it means that when we admire someone for their success or charisma or personality, we subconsciously paint them with a halo of expertise in everything. So if there's a doctor who's talking about entertainment, but we like that doctor a lot, or he has cured something very grave in our family or with anyone that we know, then we would agree to whatever he's saying, even on the topic of entertainment. That is what influencers are, right? If a great cricketer that you are a big fan of comes and tells you about finances, you tend to believe him. But we all know what is the reality behind. They may not even be using that service or that the product that they are advertising. Now, similarly, if a famous podcaster comes and tells you anything about neuroscience, of which he may or may not have enough information, or leave aside any formal education or learning on that subject, you still believe them. We start taking notes on what he or she is saying. So, this is not our fault. This is how our brains tend to conserve energy. Instead of researching on something, we are getting something from a person we believe in. And because we respect that authority that he or she has, we tend to conserve our energy in doing our part of research, in verifying whatever is being said. But when you adopt an unverified statement as a fact in your life, it is actually a scenario where we are letting someone else program our subconscious mind. We are giving up our internal map to someone externally just on the basis of their sales pitch. I say sales pitch because that is how forcefully they put things across with confidence, and we just tend to get affected by it. Now, to help you regain control of your mindset and ensure that you're living your best version based on truth and not just talk, I am going to give you an acronym again, which is VOICE, and it'll help you to authorize everything that your person of authority is saying. So, with VOICE, the first is verify the source. Does this person actually have expertise in that specific topic that they are talking about? Or are they just famous for being famous? Hope you get the idea behind this. Second is O. O is observe the emotion. Now, when anyone is trying to instill fear or anger or any negative emotion in you, please understand that the goal is not education, it is manipulation. The position that they have, the confidence that they have, they're using it to manipulate you. So do not agree to anything that is coming from anyone you follow blindly. Do not do that. Third is inquire for evidence. Ask yourself, where is this data? Have they given any source links, or are they sharing the details of research based on which they are saying anything? Or is there a citation? Or is it just an opinion that they are sharing with you and it's not a fact? C stands for critical contrast. So, in the language of neuro linguistic programming, we call this meta modeling. We intentionally look at the opposite view of what is being said, and then we challenge that statement. If we are able to prove it wrong, then whatever is said is correct. But you might find things otherwise too. Last is empower your mind. Decide for yourself. Do not be an opinion taker at all times. Don't let a headline become your headache, because understand that you are the CEO of your own thoughts, and it is very important that you know what you are feeding into your mind, because your thoughts become your words become your actions, and your action becomes your life. So your mind is a very sacred space. Don't let any unverified comment or claim or opinion park themselves in your sacred space. So let's reach out to a goal of maybe at least 1,000 empower minds together, and spread this information, spread this understanding of why it is very essential for us to question whatever we tend to follow as a fact. So if you've ever felt tricked by any celebrity comment or claim, please share your story in the comments. No names to be disclosed, no judgments, just learning. And hit subscribe to keep resetting your mindset with me. Stay skeptical, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next episode of Mind, that is mental insights from news and daily lives. Thank you.